Hey everybody, I've had a really good day, had some fun with a friend and stuff, but now I get to face reality and make this video that is really scary. Let's talk about the problems that Empower Network had, why it was and was not a scam. Okay, so Empower Network was made off of this incredible vision. David Wood worked incredibly hard for it, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was just an incredible vision. I met so many wonderful people in Empower Network, Jessica Darty, Neve Arthur, and a ton of other people that just, gosh, they just fill my heart with joy. Why it was a scam. In the beginning, I tried to tell David that Empower Network was going to rocket. It was going to shoot up like, the stars and stuff, but anyway, I didn't think that his efforts alone would be able to sustain it because when you have an X number of people coming in and you only have one person working to bring in this income that's supposed to sustain the company, it's going to create some problems. And so while 100% commission was great in theory, in practice not so much. I tried to tell him that we needed about 1 out of every 5 commissions to 1 out of every 10 passing up to the company just to pay, employees and customer support and, the overhead, X, Y, and Z, attorneys, lawyers, payment things, so on and so forth. David didn't listen to me. He's like, oh, I'll just make another product and sell it and, to cover it. And who was I to doubt his ability? I'm like, okay, well, you are an incredible salesman. Are you sure? So Empower Network did end up scamming people because it wasn't implemented in the correct way. It had some problems from the very beginning. Pride cometh before the fall. And I don't know if it was pride that made David believe this or it was just his experience and the fact that he is able to sell to many, many, many people. I mean, he's an incredible salesperson, an incredible speaker, and gosh darn it, people like him. So, anyway, people like him much more than they like me, I promise. It's so funny. I'm like, yeah, I kind of suck at that whole socializing thing and stuff, but whatever. Um, there are people who do love me, and all those people who love me, what are you thinking? No, I'm just kidding. You guys are awesome. I am so grateful to have you in my life. Like, so grateful. I wish you were in my life, so I'm kind of like looking over here because I'm like, well, they're not really in my life, but at the same time they are, and anyway. So, neither here nor there. So yes, Empower Network was a great dream, and it was a great company. And then it's I'm kind of hearing the bell toll, the death bell toll, because of a certain person's actions. And those actions are hurting a lot of people. And I don't feel like it's appropriate for me to just sit by and continue to keep my mouth shut like I have to protect everybody. Because gosh darn it, I have kept my mouth quiet. I've been so quiet about stuff. I've been quiet about the pain I was put through. I've been quiet about a lot of other things. And so let me just say this. I'm still legally married to David Wood. And the courts, if I had the right attorneys, could grant me the company. I don't think that they should or whatever, but I do think that with David's current and present condition, that me stepping up would bring back a lot of leaders and a lot of people to the company. Which, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not nearly as good at public speaking as David. In fact, I'm like an ant trying to talk. In comparison, he's like a giant, in size of speaker, and I'm like this little itty bitty teeny tiny ant, being like, hey everybody, so like this is cool, but he's all, spectacular. It's really intimidating. So I would hate to have to walk in his shadow or try and fill his shoes. But with where he's at, who else is there that has the legal ability? I don't have any power in Empower Network right now. I would need lawyers and I'd need money for lawyers and all this other jazz, and I'd need the support of the leaders and the leadership council. It used to be, and maybe I'm wrong here, maybe David bought all the leaders out, but it used to be that we owned 60% of the company and David Sharp owned 40, and then as far as I understood, David bought out Sharp and then he gave Sharp's portion to the leadership council. Maybe I'm wrong. But I do think that Empower Network could move forward if I was put on as the face of it. This very terrified face. Yeah, but I don't know. I really don't know. I am just trying my best to give another option out there because I care so much about the people in Empower. Sorry, I'm playing with an ice bag right now because my computer gets overly hot because I need to replace the battery and I haven't, so I put it on ice bags. Yeah, anyway. Sorry, distraction there. So yeah, it is an option for Empower Network to stay alive and continue if I was to step up as leader, and I do have a 10-year plan for fixing the company's financial problems. But it would take a lot of marketers and a lot of help from you guys, but it would be very lucrative. And it would help a lot of people, all those people who have believed in Empower Network and put their money into it. Dang it, I want to help you. And for all those people who lost money in Empower Network, it freaking breaks my heart. Like, I admit, I went through the training too, and I didn't understand a lick of it. I really didn't. So maybe I'm just exceptionally dumb, or maybe it really did need some help. But I haven't been through the latest training, but I do get where people were writing their reviews. And anyway, so... Sorry, where was I going with all those? Oh, I have no idea. I've made like this video like a gajillion times because I'm so nervous about it and so freaking scared that I keep messing up. And some of the things I say them so wrong. I'm so much better at writing. Oh, I wish I could just write this out, but I feel like you guys need to see my face and my passion and everything else. So I wanted to make this video because I want to help the people who Empower Network can help. And I want to pay the people that Empower Network owes money to, such as Mac. I would love if I could, fix Empower Network, and granted, it would take a payment plan to get everybody paid, but I think we could do it. I really think that Empower Network can, again, be something beautiful and amazing and not a scam. Yeah, because it wasn't set up to be a scam, or at least that wasn't the intention. It wasn't to scam people out of money that they had earned. It was there to help people earn money and learn the internet. And granted, it had its faults. It had a lot of faults, or still has. I don't know. I'm not really involved in it. Haven't been for a while, but like 3 years ago, I got the door. I got kicked through the door. And then I tried to fight a very expensive divorce, and it took all my money, and I'm broke. Ish. I'm regular. I wouldn't call myself broke. I would just call myself regular, but I've enjoyed being regular. However, stepping into a leadership role and being super salesy and being like, bye now. Wait, no, now. Wait, now. Maybe I could do that. Maybe. I don't know. All I know is Empower Network was something beautiful. There were great people in it. It was a vision. It really was. And as many faults as it had, it can be again. It can be something great that helps people save their homes and pay off their bills and get out of debt and connect with lost siblings. And gosh, you would not believe the stories, if you heard all of them, that came out of Empower Network. So many people benefited, and it was a miracle in people's lives, and it can be again. It really can. And because I believe that, I am making this video because I want Empower Network to live. I don't want it to die, because gosh darn it, for a while I felt like it was my baby. I did. I may not have had any control or any say in what it did, but gosh darn it, I loved the thing. I did. And I loved all the people in it, especially. I met so many great people, and I just want to keep meeting great people who are in that niche. I think the leaders, though, should do the speaking, not me. Yeah. But anyway, so since I do have legal blah to Empower Network, if I can ever get my divorce final and get awarded or whatever, or because my divorce isn't final, I guess I have some legal recourse to save Empower Network, maybe. I just don't have the money to pay the lawyers, so I need like corporate on my side and stuff. I don't know. But I do know that I believe in it. It is a beautiful dream. It really is. And for those of you that it didn't work for, hopefully I could make it work. I don't know. I'd have to be like sitting there talking to people and be like, I just don't understand. You got to explain it better. Okay, put visual aids up for me because I need visual aids and X, Y, and Z. But since I wasn't really listened to or taken, or my voice wasn't really heard in Empower Network, I really am not responsible for what happened. Dude, you can't sue me. I mean, you might want to. I admit I am kind of annoying. You might hate my guts. There's been times I've done that too. But I did my best. Freaking did my best. And I'm doing my best now by standing up and saying I'm not divorced and I could actually have power or something, recourse to do this. I don't know. I don't know what the legalese is for it, but if I did get the leadership and corporate behind me, those people making decisions, maybe we could make this rock again. Maybe we could get those people breaking their income plateaus, you know, all those leaders and stuff. Not even maybe, I know we could. I know the people that I freaking adore and I met through that, and I know we could do anything if we really got together. So there you go. My crazy, insane rant of what I think could happen. Maybe okay, yes, I know I'm an optimistic, idealistic, romantic. That's one of the most rare personality types, but yeah, that's me. And so maybe I'm not being very realistic here, and maybe I'm kind of being stupid, but I'm just putting it out there. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen to me be crazy. Totally love you guys.